Yo, Joe. Talking comics, here's your host. It's A Real American Brian.
And we've seen images of a lot of other Joes that I don't think were available on pre-order. You can correct me if I'm wrong, but we saw Tunnel Rat.
Tunnel Rat, very cool. Now, would that conflict with your custom?
No, because Larry has never said that he was Tunnel Rat. Like, I think it was more of a Hasbro decided to use his likeness for that. He never really molded the character after himself.
Okay, so there's Larry, and then there's Tunnel Rats.
Yep.
It's like Andrew WK and Andrew WK.
Or maybe they're cousins like Destro and Darkling.
Oh, okay. Like Tunnel Rat and Tunnel Bat, maybe.
Maybe.
Okay. I got to see that one. That one has been announced. I got to check it out. I have no connection to it, from a childhood or reading the comics. So if he looks really cool in the actual figure, might pick it up. It might also be if I see it in the store, grab it too.
Yep, I think I'm going to pass on him.
Okay.
The next one I'm not going to pass on. Low Light.
Yeah, that was interesting to see him pop up in there. The images you're looking at, are they just like the initial renders, or are those actual figures right now? Like,
They're just renders.
Okay, I got to see that one up close. It's not an automatic purchase for me. It sounds like it is for you, though.
Yeah. I mean, I want to wait and see more finished images, but pretty close to being a lock for me. Really be more, and it's so weird. Like, the character has developed more in the later comics, in the IDW era of the comics, and I think it got fleshed out more and just makes him more interesting.
Yeah.
And I did like him. I did have him as a kid and always liked Low Light. So.
Yeah, I think it's a cool character, and you're right. They did use him a lot in many later story arcs, so I can see why it might be. Some people that are into the IDW comics want to get that one.
Yep. Then the next one, I know that you're definitely interested in, Firefly.
Yeah, I already chopped up my old one, so that's kind of out of necessity. I got to get it. Yeah, great looking figure as expected. I hope he has a ton of accessories with him. It looks like it, and yeah, one of my all-time favorite characters, possibly my favorite, Cobra character ever. Automatic purchase, no question, and I hope he's real hard to get, so I can make it even more exclusive.
We'll see. I don't think he's going to be, but we'll see.
Well, I don't know. The other one, I never saw the other one in a store. Did you? The first one?
Yeah, that's true.
I never saw him. I paid $40 on eBay for him because I never saw one in the store, and I waited and waited and waited, and I tried and waited, thinking he's got to pop up, and then it seemed to go discontinued. So, Are you going to get that one?
Most likely.
Okay.
It's not a slam dunk, but most likely. Releasing, this was probably the big surprise of the announcement, and as far as I'm concerned, the Shadow Tracker.
Yeah. So, I'm blanking on background. Can you help me out there?
Yeah. You're right to blank on the background. This was a 2000s figure when it popped up for the first time. I forget what line, one of those Rise of Cobra, or no, I don't know. It was one of the early 2000s figures. It was when he popped up for the first time. So him showing up in the classified line was quite a surprise.
Wow. Yeah.
So I really don't think and I don't know if he ever made an appearance in the comics. I don't think he did, that I can remember. Correct me if I'm wrong down in the comments below. I'll go and look up that issue. And
when you talk about in the comics, you typically mean Real American Hero, though, just to clarify.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure he's in a comic.
I don't know. He may not be at the time that he came out, but who knows? Let me know if he is. I'll go find that comic.
I probably am never going to get the figure. So
it is a really cool looking figure, but it doesn't feel like a G.I. Joe figure to me. Like, it does look super cool, and I see a lot of super cool looking toys that I don't buy. So,
Right. Yep.
Next up is Big Ben.
Yeah. This batch, if they all get released together, it's going to be the opposite probably of, this one now, whereas, getting Firefly, that's about it. Doing nothing for me, comic or kid nostalgia. So it's probably just a pass for me. What about you?
It's going to be a pass for me. And one of the things I was really surprised, and of course it can change, and this is an early render, but I was really surprised that they didn't give him one of the bigger bodies.
Because they are pretty liberal with who they give that body to.
Yeah.
Gung Ho has it. I know Barbecue doesn't like. It looks like it may not be the big body, but it is a bigger body. It's just stature wise. So you think they would have just done that, but yeah, I don't know, because how tall is he supposed to be? Pretty tall in the comic, hence the name.
Yeah, I believe so. I mean, he's one of the bigger Joes. He's roadblock sized.
Yeah, maybe it is a bigger body, and just the render doesn't give you that indication.
It's quite possible.
Yeah.
But moving on from there, we have the Steel Core 2-pack. True Builder.
Yeah, hard pass for me.
This one I kind of put in that same category as Shadow Tracker. Like, it just doesn't scream G.I. Joe to me at all. Like,
does it seem like they're copying off that Valaverse figure? Or
I mean, if you just threw that figure in front of me and said it was a Valaverse, I would believe you. So,
yeah, right. I just don't know what the point of that is. But
yeah. But then we have the Televiper, which is pretty cool. Well, in theory, is pretty cool. The render we have doesn't have any accessories, so I think this is a figure that depends on cool accessories, and we don't know if he's going to come with anything yet.
What's the deal with the brain?
The brain, that's a different Viper, right?
Oh, sorry. Yeah,
this is the Televiper.
Televiper. Oh. Yeah, is there a Viper for every job that everyone's dad had in the 80s, or is that like?
I'm pretty sure there's a plumber Viper out there.
No, right? Toilet Viper. Toilet Viper's a great name, though. That'd be cool, like a bad horror movie. Like, it's the Toilet Viper, and I probably won't end up getting that one. I'm not even a big Viper guy. I have two of the regular, straight up blue ones, but they don't really do much for me. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm probably going to pass as well, again, because I don't need them.
So long from Brian. Until next time, same Brian time, same Brian channel.